The recent boom of homelessness and panhandling across the greater New Orleans area has shown itself under the Pontchartrain Expressway in the last year to the point that some have labeled the area Tent City.
I've always had this kind of penchant to give, whenever someone would come up and ask.
But Tulane graduate Neil Suss and his company Susco Solutions has come up with an idea to help the less fortunate in our area by donating money without the worry of how the money will be spent. He says about 4 years ago, they began developing a mobile app called Care Bags.
Figuring out a way to have something that all I need is my phone and where the recipient doesn't need anything.
Care Bags is currently available for download on Android smartphones, iPhones, and a mobile web format. Once you've created an account and saved your credit card information, giving is just as simple as 4 clicks.
1 click to open the app, clicking Give Now, clicking there, that's 3, 4. Yep, 4 clicks and 6563.
All the recipient will have to remember is the 4-digit code to collect the donation. Donations start at $5 and max out at $50. Once the donation is made, a list of nearby locations will show up on your phone where the recipient can redeem the donation for a one-time use within 48 hours for food, clothing, or shelter with certain restrictions.
Basically the same rules you have on food stamps, right? Is the fact that, no tobacco or alcohol products, right?
And Suss says here inside their Metairie office that a 12-man team has worked hundreds of man-hours developing software and building relationships with local vendors.
The Salvation Army covers sleep, and then the local vendors cover kind of food and toiletries, and now actually can cover the idea of getting some clothing.
Care Bags has a growing list of local vendors like Bridge House, Bromart, Winn-Dixie, Community Food Center, Magnolia Discount, Brown Derby, and the Salvation Army. All of those vendors can log on to the Care Bags app through a vendor portal. They can enter the 4-digit code that only the recipient will know, along with the date and the amount of the donation. Then they can proceed with their purchase. Suss says this helps prevent fraudulent purchases.
We didn't want to make it to where a vendor could just pull up a list of valid Care Bags and click redeem. So the fact that the vendor has to type it all in means that the person was there.
And each donation will also include a service fee that Susco uses to cover the cost of maintaining and growing the program. He says the program is already national by the nature of its design. And he says the growth will start by raising awareness for givers and vendors.
We got to create awareness on how to use it. So it's creating awareness among donors, those who want to give and help, and also creating awareness and signing up the vendors to provide the service.